Hey there, fellow Gen Xers. Get ready to take a nostalgic trip down memory lane as we dive into the realm of roaring engines and sleek designs. In this episode, we're shining a spotlight on muscle cars that defined our generation. From the iconic Pontiac Firebird Trans Am to the menacing Chevrolet Camaro Z28, join us as we reminisce about the muscle cars that fueled our youthful adventures. Sit back, relax, and let's rev up those engines as we explore the past muscle cars only Gen X would know. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more blasts from the past. When thinking about muscle cars, one might envision older cars with powerful engines, and that perception isn't incorrect. Some dictionaries define muscle cars as American-made two-door coupes with potent engines geared for high-performance driving. However, the fascination with raw power in automobiles isn't solely American. Several muscle cars were produced in other countries, many of which were relatively unknown to Americans. In this video, we'll explore some of the muscle cars that were never officially sold in the US. The Chevy Opala, manufactured by Chevrolet of Brazil, enjoyed sales throughout South America from 1969 to 1992. It boasted a menacing appearance fitting the classic muscle car aesthetic. The Opala became a popular choice for taxi companies and the Brazilian Federal Police due to its reliability and easy maintenance. During its peak, the 1976 Opala Supersport was one of Brazil's fastest cars, clocking a 0 to 60 mph time of 11 seconds and reaching a top speed of 112 mph. Powered by General Motors' 250 cubic inch inline six-cylinder engine, it produced 148 horsepower with a 4-speed manual transmission, showcasing the enduring strength of Chevy's engineering in Brazil. When you think of GTX, Plymouth typically comes to mind in the US, but Dodge also produced a GTX model in Argentina. Manufactured from 70 to 79, the Dodge GTX initially featured an inline six-cylinder engine before being upgraded to a distinctive 318 cubic inch V8. It was one of the top few muscle cars produced in Argentina, boasting 188 horsepower. Paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, it could accelerate from 0 to 60 in 7.9 seconds with a top speed of 107 mph. The Chrysler Valiant Charger, introduced in 1971 and mainly sold in Australia, was a two-door hardtop coupe. Among its variants, the RT version was particularly rare, with only 149 units produced. It sported a 4.3-liter Hemi six-cylinder engine generating 302 horsepower and a 3-speed transmission. With impressive performance, it could reach 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds and complete a quarter mile in 14.5 seconds with a top speed of 119 mph. Though sharing similarities with the US Chrysler body platform, it featured a wider rear axle and broader fenders. Holden, an Australian car manufacturer, operated as a subsidiary of General Motors. The Holden HX Sandman, introduced in 1974, aimed to capture the surfing culture of the time. Powered by a 60 horsepower 4.2-liter V8 engine and paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, it accelerated from 0 to 60 mph in 12 seconds, reaching a top speed of 120 mph. Continuing production until 1980, it was marketed as a sports coupe utility vehicle, gaining popularity among younger individuals who affectionately dubbed it shaggin' wagons. Originally positioned as a luxury car upon its release in 1964, the Opel Diplomat later offered increased power options until its discontinuation in 1977. This German-made vehicle could be equipped with either a 4.6 or 5.4-liter Chevrolet V8 engine paired with a 2-speed Powerglide automatic transmission. With 230 horsepower, it attained a top speed of 124 mph and accelerated from 0 to 60 mph in 8.6 seconds. Only 347 units of the V8 Opel Diplomat were produced. The Holden Monaro, manufactured in Australia from 1968 to 1977, was a notable muscle car inspired by the Ford Mustang and Chevrolet Camaro, while maintaining its distinctiveness. The GTS variant offered a choice between a 307 cubic inch V8 engine and a 327 cubic inch small block Chevrolet V8, delivering 275 horsepower. It boasted a 0 to 60 mph time of 7.6 seconds and a top speed of 127 mph. Buyers could select from 3 transmissions: a 3-speed Triadic automatic, a 3-speed TH350 automatic, or a 4-speed manual. The Chevrolet Forenza Can-Am was a compact yet high-performance muscle car with a British chassis and an American V8 engine sourced from South Africa. Introduced in 1971 and available until 1975, this rear-wheel drive vehicle boasted a 4.9-liter V8 engine with 290 horsepower, coupled with a 4-speed manual transmission. Impressively swift for its era, it achieved a top speed of 140 mph and accelerated from 0 to 60 mph in 5.4 seconds. Sporting a sporty interior and featuring a 3-spoke steering wheel, the Can-Am delivered a thrilling driving experience. Initially equipped with a 3-liter S6 V6 engine upon its 1969 debut, the Ford Capri Piranha saw less than 20 units produced. Its subsequent model in the following year featured an upgraded 5-liter V8 Windsor engine and offered a choice between a 3-speed C4 automatic transmission or a 4-speed Ford top-loader transmission. Sold in South Africa, this model achieved a 0 to 60 mph time of 6.1 seconds and a top speed of 142 mph. Powered by its 281 horsepower, production ceased in 1973 with fewer than 500 units manufactured. The Ford XY Falcon GTH Phase 3, another notable Australian muscle car, was acclaimed as the fastest 4-door car globally upon its 1971 release. Equipped with a 300 horsepower, 351 cubic inch Cleveland V8 engine, it was rumored by some journalists to possess 380 horsepower. Regardless, it accelerated from 0 to 60 in 6.4 seconds and boasted a top speed of 142 mph. In 1978, Ford faced the task of transitioning from the Tour Coupe to a new sedan or static wagon body style for its Falcon line. With 400 coupe body shells becoming obsolete, Ford ingeniously repurposed them into a special edition known as the Ford Shelby Cobra, which gained popularity in Australia. Buyers were offered a choice between a 5 or 5.8 V8 engine, available with automatic or manual transmission. The Chevrolet Chev Supersport, essentially a Holden Monaro GTS from Australia, was exported to South Africa for sale in Chevrolet dealerships. Although the front grille differed from the GTS, the South African Supersport featured 4 headlights. Equipped with a 308 V8, more customers opted for the 350 V8 delivering 300 horsepower. While a significant number were produced, many were either involved in accidents or returned to Australia. The Chevrolet 400 made its debut in Argentina in 1962, essentially the Chevy 2 or Nova in the US. By 1967, a Supersport model was introduced, featuring a more potent 250 cubic engine with 155 horsepower. Though not the swiftest, it exuded style and sportiness for a 4-door car in Argentina. While the US is renowned for iconic muscle cars, numerous remarkable models never reached American shores. These cars hold significant value for enthusiasts worldwide, cherished both in the past and present. If given the opportunity, which of these muscle cars would you choose? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us on this nostalgic journey through the world of muscle cars that defined our generation. We hope you enjoyed reminiscing about these iconic rides as much as we did. Don't forget to share your favorite memories and muscle car stories in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more content tailored to Gen Xers like you. Until next time, keep the engines roaring and keep the memories alive. See you in the fast lane.